this. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, guys. It's such an important one with Memorial Day weekend coming up. And this is the new study, the new report right here. And there's some scary stuff in here. The number of children drowning is going up, now at its highest levels since 2011. We often talk to you about pool safety here, but now more kids are dying in open water, ponds, lakes, and oceans, than in pools. And it turns out so many of us parents are making a key mistake, thinking, well, my kid can swim just fine in the pool, so they'll be fine in the lake or ocean too. It's not true. This morning, the 5 simple things you can do to lower your child's risk.
When it happens, there is nothing worse. Children suddenly drowning while having fun. Just this month, a 12-year-old boy fishing with friends in this New Jersey lake, going under, never coming back up. Last summer, these 2 teenagers were sucked out into the ocean. And this morning, Safe Kids releasing a big new study. Drownings are on the rise. An estimated 1,000 children dying in 2016. A 14% increase from the previous year. Who's most at risk? Boys, making up 8 in 10 fatal drownings. According to the study, race and ethnicity are major factors too. American Indian and African American children nearly double the risk of drowning versus white children. But most surprising of all, it's not babies or even toddlers in the most danger. Drowning risk increases with age. 15 to 19-year-olds making up nearly half of all open water deaths.
So how can you protect your children? We're about to show you. This is Wyatt Warnick with the American Lifeguard Association. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And this is your friend's son, right?
He's our next door neighbor, Keelan, 9 years old.
Okay, you know how to swim in the ocean, right? Okay, perfect. But you say there are 5 things that all of us should make sure our kids know how to do before we let them swim in the open ocean. We should all test them.
Absolutely. There are definitely 5 things that every parent should have their kids do as a test before they take them out into the open water.
What are they? What's step number 1?
Number 1, we're ready to go. We're going to go jump into the water.
Go in there.
Jump in over his head. He's going to come back to the surface.
Okay, so you just want to make sure they can get in over their head and come back up.
That's right. It needs to come as a controlled ascent and descent.
Okay.
That way we know that they have that capability.
Tip number 2.
Tip number 2 is he's going to, at this point, he's going to turn around and he's going to orientate himself to someone on the beach or someplace that he can swim back to safely.
So that's to make sure that he can find his mom, because the water will pull you this way and that way. You want to make sure he can sit on a point.
Absolutely. Today's a longshore current. It's a great example. He needs to make his way back to where he went in.
Tip number 3.
Tip number 3 is he wants to tread water or float on the surface and show confidence that he can do that.
So how long do you want a child to do that for, to show you?
Well, a confident manner is about 30 seconds to 60 seconds, about a minute, and that'll show that he has the confidence to be in the open water.
Okay, what's number 4?
Tip number 4 is you want to make sure that they can swim in a forward motion with their head up, breathing.
So not just underwater, you want to make sure they can swim like this.
Absolutely. Heads up, aware, and have the strong ability.
Number 5.
Number 5 is make their way to the shoreline and get out on their own safely.
Okay, so he's able to do it and fight it. Nice job, buddy. Nice job,
man.
All right, so this will help keep your child safe.
Absolutely. This is the ABCs of swimming and water confidence.